Okay, guys, here's some more tips on how to secure your phone. This is going to be a part two to the video I posted not too long ago. So we already talked about get a VPN, get a get a firewall. Let me show you which firewall I recommend. This is F-Droid, the repository I spoke about in the last video. Here, let me show you. And mind you, I used this firewall about 6 months ago, I think it was. I stopped using it in June. I only used this firewall while I was in Italy because people were hunting me for my life and I had to use this kind of stuff. All right, here it is. All right, so this is Invisible Pro. When you're using, what do you call it? F-Droid, the F-Droid repository, you're supposed to look for apps um, that get updated often, I guess. Uh, so, yeah. This one was updated 5 weeks ago, so the developer is still active and everything. They say that's important. Honestly, you got to be careful with updates with certain apps because sometimes updates will patch up. Um, like say you find a, say you, okay, they could put more bloatware on your apps. The people who are developing your apps could be putting more bloatware on it or more things to actually invade your privacy. Like more, just putting more ways to spy on it and stuff. They can be putting security stuff on it, or they could be doing that, or they could be updating your app or your operating system um, to circumvent actual privacy practices. You know, so that their ads work or whatever works. Their ad software, whatever. But anyways, this is the app that I downloaded. Let's go look at it. It's called Invisible Pro. Um, sure, I agree. Last time I used this app, the uh, the Tor on it was broken. So, and the reason why it's broken is because of me, actually. While I was in Italy and people were hacking me and trying to find me and things, uh, they ended up figuring out I was using this app or, yeah, I guess using the nodes connected to this app. So, every time I would look at Tor, I would get on Tor. I would get error messages. Like I'd get my pretty much the Tor nodes flooded, which means that you're getting attacked. Uh, so, anyways, I don't know if it probably won't do that for you guys, but it did that for me at one point. Okay, but options to optimize your battery. Yeah. So, anyways, I really don't want to go through the whole app with you, but pretty much this is your firewall. Okay, okay, okay. This is your firewall. You go into your firewall, turn it on. You want to, for this, add all of your apps, not just your user apps. See, it says user, system, and all. So your user apps are the ones that you're going to see when you just scroll through your freaking homepage and stuff. Your system apps are going to be the ones that here. It's taking a while. Hurry up, making a video. All right. Yeah. So user apps are just the regular ones you're gonna see when you're going through the stuff. Your system apps are the ones that are kind of hidden. Um, all right. And one of the apps on here, I'm sorry, one of not apps. One of the things on here that I like is Root. It's good that they have Root on here. Um, because if somebody's actually in your phone, right, and they're like hacking it, or just if you don't want your root, like the most sensitive part of your phone talking out to the internet, you don't want, you don't want the locate s location thing. You want to make sure nobody's like your phone isn't broadcasting your location. These things aren't accessible. Then all you do is just flick it off. See, and it doesn't work. Um, these two are Wi-Fi. These two are data. So say you want your phone to work, you want your phone to use your location, not when you're at home under Wi-Fi, but when you're out and about doing Uber or something. So you just put data, and then for not here, say like where's a location thing? Say that pretend this is location. You just do data, boom, click up the Wi-Fi. It's very self-explanatory. So that's what you're doing, and this is how you monitor like your traffic and stuff. What your phone is talking about, what it's not talking about. Let me show you something else. So go to DNS, right? Is it on? Yeah, let's start this real quick. Okay, okay. Goodness gracious. You have to allow it to have access to your battery or whatever. Let's see. So in case you use a lot of energy or something. Let's see. Where is it? What is it wanting me to freaking do? Notifications are essential. Hold on. Okay, all done, right? So I just take off Tor. I took off Tor to do this because my internet service provider blocks it, which is fine because I don't mess with Tor anymore, um, personally. But this is how you monitor your telemetry here. So this is what your phone is talking about, and you only know that your phone is talking about this because it's blocked. So this is YouTube spamming me with spamming like IPv6. I'm not even on YouTube. I'm not using it. But this is YouTube communicating that much. See? Google Play services, look how many times it's like spamming my firewall trying to communicate. Look at that. So much. And then when it's highlighted yellow, that's a that's like a that's a like a blocked IP, like an IP address. Oh, all these like numbers, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All these 9-letter, 8-letter numbers that are at the end of these are IP addresses. So when they're yellow, just pay attention to that. Even sometimes when they're red, they're red. That just means they're being blocked. But you can pay attention to it if you want to know who your apps are communicating to. Like you see how Google's spamming you here. If you want to know who they're spamming you to, or where this communication is coming from, all you gotta do is copy the IP address and then look up IP address lookup in Google. Quote IP address lookup, end quote, in Google or in any search engine, and then a bunch of options will come up of websites you could use, and you just paste your IP address in there and it'll tell you exactly who's talking to you. And this is how I caught DuckDuckGo communicating with Microsoft. This is how I caught This is how I caught Proton Mail communicating with Microsoft. This is I found out that how I found out that WhatsApp was being used to hack me. I don't know. I don't think it was Mark Zuckerberg who was doing it, but whoever hacked me was using the app called WhatsApp. And yeah, it's just a really good app for monitoring what's going on in your phone, who your apps are talking to, and yeah, really taking back control of your data. You know, if you're not using an app to access the internet, you're not using a search engine, you're not using your Twitter or Facebook or anything like that to access the internet, there's absolutely no reason they should be sending packets of information somewhere outside of your phone. They shouldn't be communicating to the internet if you're not using that app, if that makes sense. So yeah, um, if you're using these apps, just block off everything to start off with, and if you're using it, unblock it and then just block it again to make sure they're not spying on you. They're not sending information about you without you being aware of it. And the crazy thing I notice about this is a lot of times, like when either if people are hacking you or if telemetry is being sent, but usually when people are hacking you intentionally, they'll actually wait until like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning to where they know that you're probably asleep. A lot of times I woke up to um, all of these attempts to either get past my firewall or like IP spams like this. But yeah, this stuff usually happened when I was asleep. Um, but and you really wouldn't know that your apps are doing this until now. So yeah, if you ever want to start being private, if you're concerned about your privacy, your data, you don't want people tracking you and things like that, this is a good app. So I guess this will conclude part two, and I'll have a part three coming to you pretty soon.